Welcome back, guys, to the Horizon Comics FOC podcast. Your boy, Boogie Richie G.
Your boy, Javi.
Spidey Javi.
Spidey Javi.
Spidey Javi.
Dude.
Yeah, welcome back, guys. Excited to be back and do the next FOC show. Last week we did a live with Raquel. It was kind of last minute, and we had just came back from Comics Pro. We should be getting back on track. It was this week.
That was this week.
Monday. Yeah,
Monday.
Week, yeah. It's been
Did we upload last week?
Huh?
Did we upload last week?
Yeah, we uploaded. Yeah.
So I'm doing the comments that I'm fidgeting too much, so I'm going to just try my best to not move at all.
Just don't move, bro.
I'm staying like this the entire 2 hours.
Yeah. We'll see if you can hang.
No, I can't. Let's do it.
But yeah, don't forget, guys, to like, comment, and subscribe. Do us a favor, comment down below. Let us know what you're excited to pick up or anything cool happening. Just engage, but like and comment and stuff. So I think going forward, we did it live on Monday and we enjoyed it and we were talking about it. I think going forward, we'll be doing FOC's lives on Thursdays 7:30. We'll go live. You guys get your favorite drink, your weed, whatever. Hang out with us. It'll be like, we'll make it a thing where every Thursday we meet up at 7:30, talk about FOC. The good thing about that is that you'll be able, like, if you want to add stuff, you could tell me directly there, or you could jump on and do it, and I'll let you know. We got it. A little bit more, close relationship that way. So I think doing that, and then my plan actually on Tuesdays, I'm gonna start going live on Tuesday evenings, and I'll do a recap of the new releases that released Wednesday. So I'll go over the stuff I'm reading, stuff that I was excited about. So I think that saves me from editing.
Question:
Yep.
Do you want to jump on now? What's coming out next week? Or you want to do that at the end?
I think I'll do it at the end.
Really? You don't want to talk about what's coming out sooner and then get people's fresh for what's coming out in the following? Or no, you want them at the end?
At the end. We'll do the FOC, and at the end we'll talk about. I read a couple of the issues that come out next Wednesday, stuff I want to recommend. But yeah, check them out. And like I've said in the past, and I'm making jokes about stuff. Just because I talk about it obviously doesn't mean you have to buy it. But like I've been doing this for a minute. And we don't say do this for the money, do it for the story and the artwork. But if you can make money, great. But, it's come to our attention, and I've seen it, that most of every book that we've talked about, indie books, for the most part, they're all on the Hot 10 list. They're all spiking every week. Started with Dork, then it was White Sky. This week, it's Murder Drones. Yeah, Murder Drones. And it hasn't caught fire yet, but watch. Mark my words. Is Ted okay? That one I talked about on Tuesday for the new release video. I did it on FOC. It's just a great story. And that one's already doing $20 in the aftermarket.
That's crazy.
Tons of good books. But they're good project, good stories. That's, what it's all about. So I'll go and talk a little bit more about that at the end. But we'll go ahead and we'll start the FOC. And we'll keep going. Again, if you guys ever have suggestions and stuff, just let us know. Like I said, we're doing this for the community, for my local guys. And the goal is to expand, but give you guys a good, proper show. So this is...
The goal is to get Ignition Press on this.
Ignition Press. Shout out to Ignition Press. Great people, man. So, we're going to keep talking about their books because their books are great. But yeah, we know we got some stuff in the works. I've been laying some groundwork, making some connections. So.
And the American Caper Team.
The American Caper Team. I know we talked about it on the last FOC. But yeah, man, I met the American Caper Team. They were the best guys.
I'll kiss all of them if they come on.
You guys heard that? He'll kiss all of you guys. They were asking for you, Where's that Spidey Javi with those juicy lips, they said. Nah, just kidding, guys. All fun. No, yeah, we had a blast, man. Comics Pro was great. It was so fun to go. When we went last year, the first time, I learned so much, and we made so many changes. And then this year, I learned even more, made more connections. So super excited at what's to come. I got a lot of stuff cooking, and man, if I could pull it all off, dude, I want to start now. Well, not if. It's going to all happen. It's just a matter of time. It'll take some time to do it right. But, man, what I have in the works, it's going to be sick.
Hell yeah.
So stay tuned. But, yeah, let's rock and roll. Let's go on.
What are we starting with?
DCFOC. Wrong one. There we go. Whoa, man. If we do that live, we're going to get canceled right away. Yeah, guys, so we'll start off with DC. So here we have Absolute Green Lantern Rebirth hardcover graphic novel #1. So if you're an Absolute fan, they're actually doing it, the Green Lantern in the hardcover. So $100 for the hardcover.
That's not the Absolute.
Oh no, this is the regular. See, here's the thing. So back in the day, even now, they have these things. They're slipcases. They call them absolutes. As the book as a slipcase, and they put a book in there. So that's what this is. But those are beautiful. They look great on the on your
Jeff
shelves.
Johns, who is the writer.
Yeah, Jeff Johns. Awesome, dude.
Cool.
Absolute Martian Manhunter number 10. So, quick disclaimer. I haven't read any of the Martian Manhunter stuff because when I looked at the artwork, it just wasn't appealing. It wasn't my thing. But as I keep talking to people and they're telling me the pitch, and like now I want to go read
trippy,
it.
right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a trippy psychedelic type of thing. That's part of the stick.
Well, look at the covers, man. You could
Yeah, but I might have to check it out, dude. It might have to be
So
something.
you're telling me that little dweeb in the corner over there is Martian Manhunter?
This guy?
No, go back. Well, yeah, that little green freak.
Oh, the green.
Now, look at the fourth one. No, that one. That's Martian Manhunter. You're telling me? That's crazy.
I mean, it's an absolute title. They're revamping everything, right? So, yeah, no, I'm intrigued, dude. I want to check it out now. I'm going to, and that's a good thing. Like I said, just because I don't like something and want to read it doesn't mean I'm right. There's so much stuff out there. The artwork wasn't for me, so I didn't get drawn into it. But now I'm hearing everyone talk about it and the premise. I'm like, dude, I have to check this out.
What's the premise?
Well, I don't even know the premise. I'm saying the type of topics that are explored and stuff. I kind of know the idea, the gist, the trippiness of it. It makes me want to read it. It's almost like existential, trippy as fuck.
But can you get over the artwork?
I think if the story's good, I can. Initially, that has to draw me in. But in this case, I mean, I'm proven wrong, and then if it could be great. So I'll start reading it, give it an actual unbiased shot, So, yeah, I'll have to give that a
Shout
whirl.
out to you, man, because I can't.
Yeah, I mean, dude, like, you have to be open-minded. If you weren't open-minded, look at what happened with Ordain. You said you weren't going to read it, and this was great.
It had nothing to do with demons, though.
That's why. But you assumed it has to do with demons.
But I never judged the art. The art is actually phenomenal.
No, you said this book's like a demon book.
Dude, it was an upside-down cross on the cover, bro. What am I supposed to expect?
Just fucking turn the book around, dude. Come on. This fucking
gonna
art
read it
here.
like a manga.
This guy.
Turn the book around.
Seriously. Yeah, Absolute Wonder Woman 18. Absolute Wonder Woman has been great story.
Mm-hmm.
Last issue was great. So in here we have Diana versus Satana. So we'll see the conclusion, hopefully, of their battle. I like this line. It's the Witch of the Wild Isle versus Satana Satara, the Mistress of Magic. So, witch against witch. Huh?
Who's the chick in the center? I haven't read 17, so I'm confused.
I don't know. I can't tell from the image. But Absolute. I mean, all the Absolute titles have been amazing. But yeah, I do got to show all the covers because these things are stunning. Terry Dodson, cardstock.
Yeah, I like that one. Derek Chu. Damn, I spit all over your desk.
Thanks, bro. Derek Chu, another beautiful
That is
cover.
not Derek Chu. Go back.
Oh, why am I repeating what you're saying?
I'm sorry, that looked like Derek Chu.
Kendrick Kunka Lim, cardstock variant. And then this is Jasmine Putri. That's a beautiful cover right there. I mean, I like the design. The face, not so much, but the aesthetic of it, dopeness. Batman is coming out in graphic novel in hardcover format. Trade paperback and hardcover. So for $20, you get the graphic novel. For $30, you get the hardcover. Good chance to, if you missed on the single issues, you could pick up the hardcover or trade paperback and start reading it.
Did you like that run?
It's been all right. Hasn't been my favorite. I haven't hated it, but I haven't loved it.
That's exactly where I'm at. Yep.
Well, but it's been good enough.
All right, now, dude, riddle me this: why has Marvel and DC decided to drop all of Superman and Spider-Man all in one day?
It's a good question. I don't know. That's gonna hurt the customers for
It's
sure.
gonna hurt Wally's, bro. I ordered like 10 different covers.
Yeah, I know it's weird that they're both releasing the same day. But hey, what are you gonna do? It is what it is. But yeah, it's gonna hurt people if they're trying to complete all the covers. I know it's just a message, Raquel. Life has been busy, but we'll see if we could offer some bundles like we did for Batman, Deadpool.
Yeah, those bundles were awesome.
So pay attention on the weekend. We'll try to make the post. And if you already added it and then you see a bundle you want, we'll rectify that. It's not a big deal. But yeah, a lot of cool covers. But we definitely want to show them all. Good tons of stuff to go. Yeah, might as well.
Let's do it. I'll tell you which ones I ordered.
Spider-Man one shot. So here you have the Jorge Jimenez cover.
I copped that one immediately. I copped DNA immediately.
DNA, David Nakayama. You got the Rafa Sandoval.
I don't think I got that one.
You got the J. Michael Janin.
I didn't get that one. That one's hard though. That was cool.
I'm about to go bake. This is weird. All right, so let's see. That's I was following their order, but yeah. All right. Jim Lee.
That one's
pretty
beautiful.
Dope cover right there. You can never go wrong with Jim Lee. Rafael Albuquerque, decent.
Sorry.
Not bad, but I wouldn't pick that up. But I'll tell you which ones I would pick up. Clayton Crane.
This Spider-Man looks great.
Yeah, to me, he's like phoning it in on this one. Come on, Clayton Crane. You could do better, bro. Oliver Coipel. Olivier Coipel. I might have butchered your name. But that's a cool one. A Carnage one, Steve Leiber.
Nah.
Yeah, see, I'm really picky when they draw Carnage. The only person, my favorite Carnage artist actually is Clayton Crane. I'm a big Clayton Crane fan. But being a fan of his stuff and then seeing something like this, like, yeah, it's cool. But
didn't he just drop the Carnage cover for Venom 252? I think.
I think so. He's always working.
I don't know,
dude. This one's dope. This the auto one. I'd probably be adding this one. It's sick,
yeah, for
dude.
sure.
His colors, his aesthetics are always pleasing. So
that one's fire.
I'll be adding this bad boy. Here we have Mitch Gerard's cool looking cover. Not my favorite, but cool. I mean, they're all beautiful.
Adam Hughes.
If you're,
I think he's dropping 2 different covers then, because I think he's dropping one for Marvel DC. Could have sworn.
It might be. We'll see when we get there. Michael Jane in there.
Yeah, we saw that one.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's whatever.
Dave Johnson.
Nah.
It's all right.
The
Art Germ. Art Germ's got a huge following. That's a cool cover.
I don't know. I think I said this like early on. Everybody's saying his art is AI.
Yeah, people think that, but that's his style. That it's not AI, you know. But he's been drawing like this. But when people see it, if they don't know who he is, they're like, "Ooh, it's AI." But it's bullshit if you're gonna accuse someone of AI where you don't know.
No.
His style has always looked like that.
Yeah, I freaking love Art Germ.
How about this guy? You don't want this, right? It's probably the worst cover on there.
I was about to make an inappropriate joke about J. Scott Campbell.
Don't make. You gotta be responsible.
We're
like Wu-Tang, you know. Wu-Tang is for the children.
I'm gonna say
Horizon is for the children.
J. Scott Campbell, your art looks great. See, I restrained myself from saying something horny.
There you go. Scott Koblish cover.
That was neat. So far away.
Yeah, Joshua Middleton. It's pretty decent. I mean, good artwork, but for me, it doesn't draw me like that.
I think Spider-Man whoops Superman's ass, if I'm being completely honest with you.
Yeah, money. I mean, I don't think Spider-Man could take Superman for sure, but I'm all in for Spider-Man.
Spider-Man whoops his ass.
Superman.
10 out of 10 out of 10 times.
Yeah, I've never been a big Superman fan. Too much of goody two shoes. DCKO 5. Am I right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We'll
no
talk about it
spoiler.
later. Daniel Sampier. Nice black suit Spidey. Rafa Sandoval, I think we saw this one already. Yeah. Quite a few.
Spider parked car.
Shader. Yeah. The Spider-Mobile. Jeff Spokes, Superboy.
Don't you have that guitar in the
I'm not saying guitar. We have it's a Stan Lee sign. So it's a PV guitar or a Fender guitar. Anyhow, there was only 100 made. It got signed at San Diego Comic-Con, or I forget what con. But anyhow, Stan Lee signed it in Humberto Ramos. There's only 100 of them, and I got number 50, like dead in the middle, which is dope. I don't even want to sell it, but it's there, you know. And I would never play it, but I'm a musician. 2,500. That thing just keeps going up. You know?
Guys got that?
I was like, nope, but it's a dope piece right there. Maybe it'll go in the studio. Who knows? All right, David Toloski.
That was cute.
And you have the Pets. Chrissy Sulco.
I'm not a fan of the Pets.
Why not? What's wrong with the Pets, bro?
I don't know. That one's
Jorge Jimenez wraparound.
Holy. Hey, do you sell clear back boards?
We do. We sell clear backing boards. Those things are beautiful, especially for wraparound covers. And of course, you got the blank cover.
Shout out.
Why blank covers? Because when you get a blank cover, you could take it to a con or give it to your favorite artist, have them do a sketch for you, and you get a one-on-one. Dude, every time the blanks conversation comes out, I always tell you, I'm going to tell you the story, and I never tell it to you. Remind me.
Because it's a secret?
It's because it's kind of like...
Exclusive?
It's got... Not even that. It's kind of wrong. Like, the story, I mean, it's not... Maybe he was involved.
Who'd you piss off?
But the art... No, it has nothing to do with me. Somebody big in the comics book industry that owns a comic shop.
Can you figure out a way to bleep his name?
I'm not gonna say his name, but anyhow, the point is he got something commissioned by a certain artist. Here, I'll just say it. So, the drawing is by a famous artist, and it's in a pretty famous store owner's shop.
Can you whisper it?
I'll say it. It'll be fine. But the image is Wonder Woman taking a dump in Superman's chest. Oh man!
Wait, you asked for that?
No.
Yeah, you did.
No, I did not. It's in somebody that I know's office. I was told. I don't even know if it's, but I was told this by a very reliable source that this person has a drawing by another famous artist. So his work is awesome, but a little on the darker side. But he drew Wonder Woman taking a dump on Superman's chest.
Can I ask how detailed it is?
I didn't see it. I was told that this exists in someone's office. That's all I know. So I'm not going to say any names or anything.
Okay, is this
No, we're not answering any more questions.
No,
Moving on.
This is very important.
No, I already gave information. Moving on. You guys love the DC Compacts. DC is offering the DC Compact Comics graphic novel box set. So you get 6 compacts for the 50. So pretty much you get one free.
Can I say something that's probably a hot take?
What?
That your customers won't like?
What?
All-Star Superman sucks.
Yeah, they're not.
That's just boring.
Nobody agrees with you, but
I am sorry.
What do you expect from someone like this guy? You know? He doesn't know much. He's a newbie, and no knock against newbies because you can know shit. This guy, he's another level.
Everybody cancel his ass. No, I'm just kidding.
This guy's on another level.
Wait. Sorry. You're telling me you actually enjoy All-Star Superman? Don't lie. You just told me you hate Superman.
I'm not a Superman fan, no, but I know that it's a classic Superman story. I read it and it was decent. You said it wasn't bad. You just on
I was just so bored.
Oh, maybe. DC Compact to Gotham Central. So again, we love the DC Compacts. They're light, compact. To travel with them, to use them in the restroom, whatever. They're great for $10. You can't go wrong, and you get an evergreen story. You know. Yeah. So Ed Brubaker, awesome writer. Gotham Central, big Ed Brubaker fan here. But moving on.
Again,
we'll stop and highlight interesting ones. Let's see what else do we got here.
Oh, you know what I was gonna ask you?
What?
Seeing that Green Lantern cover by David Nakayama. All right, cause this is a great question.
I'll leave this here.
He has this cover coming out, correct? The Green Lantern one that everybody just saw. But he also has this one out, but it says new Green Lantern 35 variant, but it's not on here. See this? That's another DNA cover, but for Green Lantern 35. Was that Green Lantern 35 or 34?
Moving on. This is a beautiful Harley Quinn cover. Obviously, homage to McFarlane.
Is that
a nice, beautiful cover?
Homage to. Sorry, I'm a newbie. Is that the Long Halloween?
No, it's it's Batman 422, something. I can't remember these. Anyhow, it's a classic Batman issue with a cover. It's a stunning cover. Like that book, it's just a beautiful cover. Yeah. It goes for some serious money because the classic, iconic cover, same colors. But that was that.
But Harley Quinn always has some good ass covers, dude.
Yeah, I'm not this one though.
You don't with that one?
No, and I love her jester outfit. I'm not feeling this one. It's alright.
Is it because it's a Women's History Month?
No
cover, dude.
Has nothing to do.
Are
with
you
that.
hating on the woman cover, dude?
Yeah, I love women. There wasn't all that. There's a dope cover.
Like that one over the other one, dude.
I like the simplicity of it. Yeah, I like.
That's valid because there's a Spider-Man Superman one.
I don't love this one. It's I mean, it looks dope. Is that shot? No, Jorge Jimenez. It was a cool design. Like I said, there was nothing wrong with the other one. I just,
dude,
too gestury for me.
Women's History Month, and this is the only one you don't like. That's crazy.
That's this guy trying to instigate. I am pro everyone here. Let's see. Oh, you gotta love this. Kidding. That's cool. A nice play on like ugly sweater photo. Let's see what else we got. I guess they're doing these symbol books. Huh? This is kind of cool. The logo designs.
Yeah, those are cool. Yeah, I like them.
Let's see what else we got.
Another logo cover.
Yeah, another Superman logo. I'm sure I'm going to try to complete all of them. That'll be a cool little collection. So, Superman Day 20... I got to see when Superman Day is this year. If DC is doing something. But anyhow, they're reprinting Action Comics #1. Obviously, we can't afford the real one. Too expensive. But here's a chance of getting Facsimile for $6.99.
Superman Day is an annual event organized by DC Entertainment to celebrate the iconic superhero observed on April 18th or June 12th. What?
Yeah, so normally it's June 12th, but I think they're going to do this on April because it released April 15th. So I think they mess with it. Here, there's going to be a reprint of Action Comics 252, which is the first appearance of Supergirl. The real one is super pricey. You know what's crazy? I had this book. I had a 7.5, I think.
Damn.
And I'm not a big Supergirl, and it was a pricey book, and I sold it. I think I sold it for $5,000 or whatever. And now I'm sure it's worth more, but it was a dope book to have, at one point. $5,000, yeah. It was just a beautiful book. First appearance of Supergirl. In hindsight, I should have kept it because it's a safe bet. But sometimes you got to sell to pay bills, But they have a bunch of stuff that's coming out for Superman Day. There'll be some free books we'll be giving out. I'm pretty sure or some I have to pay for them and I give them to you for free. But I know there's also offering stuff you guys could order to pay for. So $39.99 gets you the hardcover All-Star Superman.
That's cool.
Then you got a bunch of other covers. So these will be up for sale. So Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, #1, cover B. Obviously, you know, there's already Spike because the TV show, the movie's going to come out about it. But obviously it's a reprint, but still cool covers. This cover is awesome. Yep. Cover. Who's the artist on this guy? Bilquis Evely. Man, I'm not even too familiar with that name. I don't know if it's a guy or a girl, but that artwork is amazing.
Well, that's like the whole thing about that comic. No, like everybody loves that.
Yeah,
that artwork.
Yeah, the artwork was stunning on that book. But that was cool. Let's see. Here we have the hardcover for Volume 1.
Dan Mora.
And then, yeah, that's the stuff for Superman. Moving on, though. I don't know if you haven't had a chance to read it. So I read The Peril of the Brutal Dark. Came out this week. I reviewed it. I gave a quick little synopsis on our Tuesday new releases video. But holy smoke, I really enjoyed this issue, man. It was great. Again, DC and Vertigo. They're bringing Vertigo back. Really enjoyed it. It's crime. So, dude, the quick little rundown. The premise on issue 1, it starts with like a heist. Something happening. Someone's stealing an artifact.
Are you going to spoil this right now?
No, it's not. It's on the thing.
Okay.
So, it's called the Anvil of Hippopotamus or some shit. That's not the name, but it's some weird Egyptian name. Anyhow, they steal. Oh no, my banana! Give me 1 second.
I have nothing worth stealing.
God damn it! Oh my god! So it starts with like the heist. Anyhow, but this anvil apparently it's like an artifact that was in a museum, and has ties to Hitler and other emperors. It's supposed to let you almost go like world dominion. You could conquer the world with this anvil. So people want it. So it gets stolen. So in the 1940s, the Natural Museum of whatever it is, they hire the character here he's a private eye to come figure out who stole it, why, and this and that. But man, it was a really good issue 1, noir, crime, just beautiful art, and story was great. So I highly recommend it. Issue 1, I do have plenty on the shelves because I really believe in this book, but I really enjoyed #1.
So are these Vertigo titles like they're not even like superhero books? Huh?
No. Most of the DC Vertigo is more like what Image and indie books do. They're indie stories, more horror, crime based. So Hellblazer was on Vertigo, Preacher was on Vertigo, Swamp Thing, Sandman, you name it. A lot of these more adult, not less superhero-y,
The
hero
Swamp Thing
books
transferred over like
the
actual.
Yeah, but really cool, man. Really good books. Like I said, I really enjoyed The Peril of the Brutal Dark, so I highly recommend you guys pick that up. I have plenty of issue #1s down below, but great story.
I think I ordered that up. I picked that up. Well, I will be.
But moving on.
That's indie.
Let's go to Marvel. So there's a new Alien book for Marvel called Alien King Killer. Yeah, I read the premise. It was pretty dope. I made myself some notes, so let me read some of these. So Alien King Killer. So when humanity has already lost the war against the xenomorphs, what remains? That's the question. And it says, set on the planet overrun by the savage alien species, the dregs of humanity cling to the protection of the mysterious siblings known as the Three Kings. But these warlords have a fourth sibling who is out for revenge, and the human remaining protectors are harboring secrets deadlier than the aliens outside their gates. The first chapter is one of the most epic and darkest eras of the Alien universe. So I read that premise. I was like, dude, that sounds pretty cool. So I might check that out. I do like aliens and stuff. So I'll give this a go.
I don't think I like Alien enough to rate about it. I like the movies.
Yeah, like I said, it's not for everyone, but there's such a huge fan base for Alien.
There is a huge fan base.
Same thing with Predator and all those books,
I prefer Predator over Alien, if I'm being honest. But I'm not knocking on you if you like Alien. My cousin likes Alien, so. But I just don't like Alien enough.
No, I think it's just an awesome franchise. But yeah, Aliens.
Did you like the last movie?
Yeah, that shit was sick.
That was
dude.
dope,
That was really good. This is the 1 in 25 variant by Carlos Magno. Magno. Yeah, cool covers. So let's see. Next, so April Fool's Day is coming up. So every year, pretty much, Marvel always does like April Fool's Day books. And a lot of times that's to do with Deadpool. And DC usually does Harley Quinn. So obviously they're always goofy, cheesy, Deadpool-esque. But this cover looks awesome. And it says, it's April Fool's Day in the 616. Join Wade Wilson as we celebrate April Fool's Day the way our ancestors did, with tricks, gags, and potentially universe-ending calamity. So it already sounds like a bunch of Deadpool hijinks, but it looks cool. I'm a big Deadpool fan, so I'll give that a shot. It's only a one shot. You know, you can't go wrong, and you have some fun with Deadpool himself. Funny. Oh, that's a cool cover, April Fool's Day cover. Trippy. Let's see. Another. This is like a fucking play homage to the romance books from the 40s and 50s. That's pretty cool.
That's funny.
And then the Todd Nauk variant.
I can't help to hear Ryan Reynolds' voice when I'm reading a Deadpool book.
Right, yeah. He was perfect for that role, dude. He was born to play that role.
And now everybody's hating on him. Those people are whack.
Yeah, whatever. There's always drama shit going on. But Ryan Reynolds is dope. He's a great Deadpool. He's the one who made it come to life, you know, which is the beauty about that things. Eternals 50th Anniversary Special #1. So there's going to be a special for Eternals. Celebrate 50 years of Jack Kirby's Cosmic Vision. The Eternals return in an oversized anniversary special honoring the legendary creations of the King of Comics. Discover untold stories of Earth's immortal protectors, explore their hidden history, and witness the debut of brand new Eternal. One whose secrets could shake the foundations of the Marvel Universe. Featuring Captain America, Icarus, the Reject, and introducing the Lost Eternal. This milestone issue is a must-have Kirby fans and Marvel collectors alike. So it sounds like there's a first appearance in this book. So an Eternal, the Lost Eternal. So it could be his first appearance on there.
Riddle me this. Is this just a one-shot?
Just a one-shot. Maybe they're getting ready to launch another Eternal series. Those usually never last because there's not a lot of people reading Eternals, you know? But cool, decent cover.
Hey, did you like the Eternal movie?
It was alright.
That movie was great.
It was alright. I didn't love it. I give it a 6.
I give it an 8. That movie was great. See, Adam Hughes
I'd have to disagree with you. But moving on, now it's this is a Marvel DC Spider-Man Superman one-shot crossover. So this is the Marvel one. So we're gonna go through all the covers and we'll point out which ones we like. I mean, that's the cover A. It's alright.
Who is that?
Brad Pepe Larraz. So cover A is Pepe Larraz. Here you have Adam Hughes. Okay, this Adam Hughes versus the other one.
This one.
Yeah, I agree with you. This one's dope.
Just because I'm a gooner.
You're a gooner. Blank cover again. If you want to have your favorite artist draw Wonder Woman taking a dump on Superman's chest, you can do that. Funny. Yeah, it's crazy, man. I hope that story's true. I was told, like, the person who told me it's a believable story. I just don't want to disclose. But this is the 1 in 25 variant.
I like covers like that. I think, what's it called? Kingdom Come has covers like that, dude. No, Kingdom Come. Fuck, is that Black Panther story? Anyway, ignore me.
Yeah, you're getting sidetracked with you. I was trying to think of something. This is the David Marquez homage variant. Daily Bugle.
I prefer the
they all
DC
have the same
covers.
design. Yeah, dude. Like, they're cool and all, but they all have the same layout. That's kind of lazy.
I noticed I picked up a lot more DC covers than the Marvel covers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were more creative. These are all they all look.
I hope they don't all come out with the design like that. That kind of like, I mean, that's cool, Terminator-esque. So let's see. Yeah, I don't like that they all have the same design.
Mm-hmm. That one's probably the coolest one out of Marvel.
Gary Frank. Yeah, I'm not sold on these. They're cool and all, but Greg Capullo. I mean, I'm a big fan of Greg Capullo always. I don't love it though. It's good.
Spider-Man got a butt on him though.
Let's see, Humberto Ramos. Big fan of Humberto Ramos. I love his style. Such a great guy too, man. Such a great guy.
Did you see him at Comics, bro?
No, he wasn't there, but I've met him a couple of times. Like, got stuff signed at San Diego Comic-Con. When we used to go to signings and stuff, I've had lunch with him, got stuff signed by him. So super cool, super nice guy. My dream is to get him in here one day into the shop for a signing. So it's doable. Just got to work it out. He lives in Mexico, so we'll have to see when he's up here. This is a 1 in 50 Jerome Pena.
Not even worth the 50. Carrie Andrews, I like that one.
That was pretty cool. Yeah, his style is dope. Carrie Andrews. Oh, this is a cool logo one.
Yeah, I had to pick that
I think
one
that'll sell pretty good. Because it's a good one. So I'll be getting that one. Ooh, what is Marcos Martin? I like that. Oh, the old school. Oh, and Spider-Man Noir. That's dope. The animated series type. That's dope. I like that cover. Let's see. What is Mark Bagley? Mark Bagley always knows how to draw Spidey.
Yeah.
Momoko.
Yeah, picking that one up.
Miss Momoko. Yeah, nice cover, but I'm over her art.
But you can't say that one isn't better than all the other ones.
Yeah, no, it is. Definitely. Russell
That
Dauterman.
one's gorgeous too.
That one's pretty dope.
I ordered that one.
I haven't found one that I'm like, dude, not yet.
Yeah,
Let's
Marvel
see.
low-key kind of fumbled.
Ryan Stegman, and they all kind of look similar to me. That one's kind of dope. Yeah, that's sick. It's a pretty sick concept. I just wish they would have done something different with the logo, but it's like the Infinity, like the Infinity War, Infinity Gauntlet cover. That one's pretty dope. This might be the winner so far for me. Sarah Pichelli, Mr. Scotty Young. You can never go wrong with Mr. Scotty if you like the cutesy characters. He's smart, man. He has his niche, and they're dope little characters. Almost give you the vibe of a like Sunday's comic book strip. Here we have Walt Simonson.
Tor.
Yeah, that's it for the Superman Marvel covers. I'd say this is probably my favorite one.
Spider-Man.
For me. Yeah, it's Spider-Man, Superman.
Yeah, that one's dope as hell. I think I placed an order for that one.
And then, man, Marvel Rival, I mean, the game is awesome. They keep doing number ones, though. I don't know if they're trying to capitalize on people who are playing the game.
It's working because I ordered it.
Yeah, but the Rival covers are dope, the variants and all that. So,
dude, I wish you played so we could talk about it.
Dude, I'm dying to play. Like, I just haven't had time, but I want to sit down and play with my boys. And this game looks amazing. It just looks dope.
I just finished lording Psylocke. People who play will understand that.
I don't know what that means.
And I'm on my way to Lord Spider-Man right now.
Nice.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. I don't know. I'm not hip to that lingo. Let's see.
X-Men.
Wade Wilson, Deadpool #1 is going to a second print. Issue 1 was great. I really enjoyed it. I love the artwork. I'm hoping it goes back to like the OG Deadpool stuff. But yeah, the artwork is amazing. I just love the way they drew his face right here. It's sick. And it was such a great story. So can't wait to read the rest. Wolverine Weapons of Armageddon is getting a second print. Again, Chip Zdarsky. Can't go wrong with his writing.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's dope. And then, let's see. That is a cool David Nakayama cover. I'm a big Mystique fan.
I order anything that's DNA, to be honest. Yeah. Also, those ones. Lucino.
Yeah, Luciano Vecchio.
Yeah, that guy. I've been ordering these covers he's been doing.
Yep.
Yeah, those are nice.
They're nice. Yeah, but that wraps up Marvel. That is it for Marvel. We're at the 37-minute mark. Let's move on to the indie stuff.
Finally, the good shit.
Yeah, the good, Remember here at Horizon, we tend to favor indie a little bit more than the big two, but we still big supporters of the big two.
I need you guys to start paying attention because Retcher's going to start calling shit out, and he's going to forecast it to be a big book.
Yeah, man, now that we're going into indie, I mean, you guys have seen, if you guys have been watching all the YouTube FLC videos we've been doing, I talk about the stuff I love, the stuff that interests me, that it piques my interest, and a lot of it tends to go with the indie stuff, and, because there's a lot of great stories, but all I'm doing is I'm highlighting the stuff that I think are going to be great reads, that maybe has potential for getting option, but I always look at that as secondary. To me, it's the story and the art. But I've been doing this long enough where I kind of seen patterns and stuff, and I know that if the story's good and the artwork is good, chances are it'll get option. Who knows? Maybe it'll get stuck in development hell, but it'll get option at some point. So for those of us who like to make money on some comic books, then it's a good chance to flip, if you're getting multiples. What I used to do is I'd get one for myself to read and I'd get one to flip, And sometimes my other expenses would pay for my thing, That's how I did it. That's how I got Something Skeleton Children #1, first print. I had 10 of them. They all came back 9/8. I've been slowly selling them, but I still have them. You know what I mean? The books I really believe in, I'll order multiple. I'm not saying buy multiples. I'm saying what I do. And I was doing this before I even had my shop. Before I even owned Horizon, when I was just an electrician, and this was my side gig, I'd be buying like 10 here, 5 here. I'd bank at some, and I'd sell at shows and eBay, So I've been doing it for a while, so I enjoy it. But lately, all these books I'm promoting, I'm not getting anything. I'm doing it because it's a good story and the artwork is amazing. But, I'd be lying if I said I haven't seen the correlation that a lot of the books I talked about are spiking in the aftermarket. There was Dork. There was White Sky. Now this week is Murder Drones. Is Ted okay? It's another one. I know next week Nectar, mark my words, I think Nectar #1 is in a spike. Even though the Cocaine Hippopotamus book, I talked about that one. Obviously it's #1s that I see that there's a lot of other #1s. I don't highlight all of them. I highlight the ones that I think are interesting. So I'm about to start keeping a tally to see how many I've hit, dude. And that's not to say I'm here like predicting all these. I'm not. I'm just, like I said, at Horizon, we study the history, the culture, but never the hype. So we try to do our due diligence. So when I talk about these books, it's stuff that I personally am reading, I believe. You have a question, sir?
I was trying to dab you up for saying
Dab
your
you
motto.
up.
What?
Is that how the kids are doing it?
Oh, what?
But yeah, man, no, indie's fun. Let's get going, and I'm gonna highlight some cool ones that I think are great. So right off the bat, I read the premise for this one. This really caught my attention. So, Abattoir 6, number 1. So this comes from Sumerian Comics. So quick premise: Escape from New York meets 30 Days of Night in the Mad Max future. Abattoir 6 is a post-apocalyptic story about a group of prisoners attempting to escape an Alcatraz-sized complex while being hunted by monstrous vampires. Cover by award-winning fantasy cover artist Tristan Elwell. So this book, I guess, from Sumerian writer Mina Elwell, AC Medina. So I'm definitely pulling this because it sounds like a cool story. Again, the story is what's driving me. I'm not looking at monetary value. I'm looking at story and art, and the premise looks dope. The covers look pretty cool. So I'll be pulling this, like I said, just a good read. And if something happens, great. But I'm getting these for the read alone. Like I said, when it comes to modern books, it's mostly just for reading and the art. Can you make some money off of them? Sure, but it's pretty hard. That's why I said do it for the art. But if you want to get into the hustle of flipping, by all means, you could do it. And I encourage it. Not encourage it, but I'm not against it. That's how I started.
I don't flip comics. I like having them just so I can flex.
It's crazy. Like, I started collecting, right, and I've been selling comics forever. And I'd buy multiples. I'm like, to read, I'm going to sell one later. My thing is, I would never sell them. Like, here and there, I'd grade them and I'll sell them. But I always held them for longer. I'm more of a collector than anything.
For you, it makes sense because you have a shop. Of course, you could sell them.
Yeah, and even that's been kind of hard, But, like, I've kind of had to learn. Like I said, how many boxes I have in my pull. Stuff that I want to read, that I read, and that I collect. But a lot of them have multiples in there, 5, 10 of cover number ones and stuff. But it's fun, But again, I do it for the love of the story and the art, But I do appreciate that you can make money off of it. But moving on, here we have Archie Comics 85th Anniversary presents Betty and Veronica Pinup Special number 1. So again, they always have these, good girl covers, awesome, sexy, risque covers. They have a big fan base. So here's a one shot. Yep, then you got all these like variants. Like I said, Archie 85th Anniversary. That was cool. Pin-up ones. Pretty dope. Again, Archie has a big fan base. So those will do well. But let's see what else we got here. Conan. None of that appeals to me. This one's cool. Dead by Daylight number 1. So this is in the continuation of the Dead by Daylight universe. So it says explores the origins of the original Dead by Daylight killer, the Hillbilly. So you know what? I've never played this game, but the artwork looks amazing. The books look great, and the game looks sick. Like this is one I want to play. Yeah, I've seen gameplay. That looks dope, dude. So I'm excited for this. I
tried to join too late, like 5 years too late, and everybody's so good at it, and I didn't want to learn that learning curve. But the game is fun, bro.
I've heard it's a blast. I want to check it out, man.
They got Chucky. I think they got Ghostface and like some other original like horror characters, dude. It's dope.
See, that's dope. Gory bagged. Ooh, gory bagged variant. I might have to give that a shot. It sounds cool. But yeah, some really cool covers.
I think that's what I ordered.
Yeah, man. I want to check this out. Like I said,
okay, I think I'm going to order another one. My cousin loves this game.
Yeah, dude. When it comes to like video games and comic books, when they do the crossover, they do great. Look at like Murder Drones this week. It was animated, but I don't know if they have a video game. But when they're doing cross promoting through the mediums like that, they usually do really good. Yeah, good stories. Because
there's already a built fan base. For
and they're gonna want to chase it. So again, good art, good story always wins. But yeah, it was cool.
That's dope.
Pencils.
That's dope, yeah.
Then Deadhead. Deadhead is issue number 5.
That story is fun, dude.
So we talked about this one. It's such a good story. The artwork's been amazing. It's been fun. And he's finally gonna get to battle his the mission he's been on. The serial killer that's killed 1,000 people. Yeah, Deadhead has been great, man. I've really been enjoying Deadhead. I think this is one of the first books in the early FOC videos that came up,
you know
right?
what? I need to talk about that on my TikTok, bro. Nobody in the comic community is talking about Deadhead.
Yeah,
there's
dude,
so many
it's
books
such a good
talks
story.
About, dude.
Yeah, again, unless it starts getting hype or starts going for more money or whatever, people don't talk about it. But there's some great stories that fall through the crack that are great. I've been following this dude. It's been awesome. You know?
And you know what I like about it? The issues are short.
It's short. They're like almost cheesy, but still good and gory and action packed. They're just great, dude.
That is fun.
It's a fun book, So highly recommend it. Death Fight Forever number 2. So issue number 1 came out 2 weeks ago, I believe. I remember reading it. I thought it was great. So this is what I'm reading. Image. So after the events of issue 1, Bash and Marla are awash with grief and rage. Marla confronts Lord Slither, while Bash confronts the bottom of a bottle. Both are left worse for wear, but together the would-be enemies may have what it takes to reap the revenge they desperately desire. So the artwork's been sick on this from Image writer Andrew McLean, artist Alexis Sirit. So I said I loved issue 1, so I can't wait to read issue 2. But that one's been good. Obviously, Department of Truth, you guys know where I stand with this. One of my favorite books, you know. James Tynion, Image, you can't go wrong. Cover by Ben Templesmith. Awesome artist, love his work. So yeah, man, Department of Truth is a no-brainer for me. I get that always. It was one of my favorite stories. Just super sick. But let's see, what else do we got here? G.I. Joe's on issue 24. Godzilla comes back with Godzilla versus America. This is the graphic novel. So they did this whole like 6-issue different cities thing. So here's the graphic novel for it. So that was a pretty cool event. And I remember when we first heard about this book was a Comics Pro last year, and the funds for issue number 1 were all going to the victims of the fire. So that was really cool.
That's dope.
You know, I hadn't even seen this earlier. So what is Romeo and Juliet
and Godzilla?
Godzilla. That's cool. That's crazy. That's a crazy combo there. I hadn't even seen this earlier. I wonder if they just posted it. Anyhow, if you like Godzilla and you like Romeo and Juliet, this is the book for you. Interesting. Let's see. Obviously, Hello Darkness. I'm a big fan of Hello Darkness. Anthology books. You know, you don't have to read the previous ones to know what's going on. So, I love that series. Damn, this is a beautiful cover. Frizen. Holy smokes. That thing is dope. Probably not for you, but I like that cover. It's pretty dope. You gonna be traumatized now or what? Look at this face. I'm gonna take a photo of that. That's gonna be your face for the thumbnail.
Dude, what the am I looking?
Ooh, look at this. This is cool.
That one is cool, yeah. Oh wait, look! Did you see the piano pegs or pedals, whatever? It's like the veins.
Oh yeah,
that's hard. That's dope.
Dude, this Honor and Curse, Eternal number 1 sounds really promising. Like, I read the premise.
Everybody write this down. Write this down. Write this down.
To me, it sounds like a cool story. This one, I don't actually know if it would get option, but it's huge potential because of the premise. So, like I said, I'm not even thinking about that. The story is driving me. But this one, it says, it's about an immortal ninja cursed with a vengeful war spirit. So, I guess the premise is he's got this war spirit in him, and he's been battling throughout time to try to contain it, to, like, subdue it, so it doesn't come and project and cause chaos. But then something happens. It says he was almost forced out of hiding by something. 600 years ago, ninja warrior Genshi Sakagura vanished from history, cursed with immortality and haunted by a war-hungry spirit known as the Tengu. Now living in modern-day New York, Genshi's centuries of silence shatter when a terrorist strike and kidnapping tied to his ancient past force him back into battle. So, like I said, it's pretty much he's kind of going to have to come out of retirement to protect his family because of this terrorist threat.
So it takes place in modern times?
Modern times,
so
yeah.
That's the thing, like, with those stories, I'm not really interested in, like, back then. Like, I've told you, like, those Vikings or back in the day, they don't really interest me, but having him in modern day?
Yeah, it'll be cool, like, if they do, obviously, the flashback to the times and then fast forward to the future and then dealing with that. I think that has huge potential.
That's hard. Yeah, that's dope.
So I'm really excited about that one. I'll be adding that one. And this one was from Mad Cave Studios, which Mad Cave is also killing it. And then written by Mark London and artist Jamie Infante. So I'm pulling that one because that one looks really cool. But if you guys have ever been interested in how to make comic books, you could get this book, How I Make Comics, hardcover. How I Make Comics, not just about Killen Makes Comics, but about how comics made him. Interesting. So it's kind of like autobiographical about his history. So that's cool. Let's see. How to Survive the End of the World graphic novel. That's kind of dope. These books are sometimes fun. So Candlewick Press, Katie Doty. If that's up your alley. Hyde Street, again, I'm loving Hyde Street, but I love anything from the Geiger universe, Redcoat, Rook, Hyde Street, Sisterhood. Big Jeff John fans over here, so we love Ghost Machine, so I think they're brilliant what they're doing. Jeff Johns is killing it. Artists Brad Anderson, Ivan Race, and Danny Mickey. Yeah, man, this has been a great series. I really love this. Hyde Street and the whole horror aspect of the Geiger universe is dope. This one is sick, dude. I'm picking this one. This is my cover for Hyde Street. I think this one is dope. I'm adding that to the cart because that cover is just sick. But yeah, they're doing all these the Invincible Month tie-ins. Yeah. They just look dope.
All month we're getting Invincible crossover comic covers.
Yep. I Hate Fairyland 49. There's another awesome series that I'm following. Scotty Young, artist Derek Laufman. The covers are always awesome. They're such a trippy Alice in Wonderland feel. Like, and with like some obviously modern times, especially Scotty Young. So
Yeah.
that thing is dope. Here we have the Invincible one. See, this is dope, man. If you want to collect them all, jump on Comichub or send us a message or let us know which ones you're looking for. But you don't want to miss out because these are dope. Look at that art. That is amazing. Big shout out to Scotty Young. That cover is sick. Also, they're doing a reprint of the facsimile for Invincible. Invincible returns facsimile.
Do you think they're gonna do all 140 something issues of Invincible? Like, or what do you think?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Hold on, let me
Because I think there's like 140.
Yeah. There's only 44 issues. They probably will because he's having success with Walking Dead. They're reprinting the whole thing, so in color. So we have the Ryan Otley variant, which is super sick. There's one Invincible book I'm really excited. I can't wait to talk about. But again, some really cool covers here. And then obviously capes from the Invincible universe. They're on issue 5. So you definitely want to pick those up. They got multiple covers. Again, everything Robert Kirkman has done with the capes universe has just been nothing short of amazing. With not capes, with Invincible, and everything he's done in general, Walking Dead, Outcast, I mean, you name it. This guy's just a genius, super nice guy. We got a chance to meet him last week at Comics Pro when he had his announcement about Mass joining the Energon universe. We met up had him sign a book for our kids and some for the shop. Super, super nice guy. My hat goes out to him. I have a lot of respect for him for everything he does for our industry, what he does for the comic shops. Just an overall great guy. I love his personality too. His sense of humor.
You're lucky. You're so lucky.
What can I say, bro? Luck has nothing to do with it, bro.
That's right.
150 incentive variant. Hard work and dedication got us to where we're at. We have cover F. Mark Englert. That's another cool cover. Invincible. So that one's dope. Dude, is Ted okay number 2? So, is Ted okay number 1 came out this week. Great story. I read it. I talked about it on the FOC show. I did the new release video. I highlighted it because I sat down, I read it, and I thought it was so brilliant. Such a good story, man. It's a trippy. It's a little not confusing, but so Is Ted Okay? It's being printed by Mad Cave Studios, written by Dave Chisholm, and art by Dave Chisholm. So the premise is pretty much there's this company. It's like a marketing company, and they have employees. Well, these guys are designing, I don't know, but marketing, graphic designing stuff. Point being is, I guess in this job, they're capable of succumbing to unaliving themselves or homicidal tendencies. So that's something working there. So then they have employees who are in charge of monitoring these guys. So like the main guy in the book is monitoring the main character and 2 other ones. So he's like monitoring them through the TV, seeing if he sees any kind of unaliving tendencies or homicidal. So he's studying the main guy, and from the image, everything looks fine. But in his reports, he's convinced that something's wrong with this guy, that he's sad, and he brings it upon himself. He wants to impose himself into his world to somehow help him out of his situation. Yeah. But while doing that, he causes a huge catastrophe. The guy catches on fire, and then the whole debacle. And I won't say anything more because it spoils it, but there's some mystery around that. But I thought issue 1 was so good that I was like, this premise is interesting. It's like these studying subjects, the stuff around it, like what happens to this guy after he causes his accident, that you're like, dude, where is it going to go in issue 2?
And who's Ted? Is Ted the one who caught fire? Or the
guy Ted is the guy who caught fire. So then, I don't even know if it's a spoiler because it might be on the disclaimer, but the next day when he shows up to work, this guy's freaking out, like, what the happened? The guy is there miraculously healed, like nothing happened. So that's a mystery, like what is? And then if you're in the cover, if you see it, he's engulfed in flames. What the fuck? It's right here, actually. I said I really enjoyed this issue number 1. Big shout out to Dave Chisholm and Mad Cave because, dude, great story. And you guys, dude, it's already, and the secondary market's already going for $20.
Really?
So I talked about it in the shop, and the new release is such a good book, man. Read it pick it up for the story. No, not for the hype. The hype is all good, but read it for the story. That's what we want. Fine. But if it's going on the secondary market for $20, if you bought 2, keep 1, sell the other one. I mean, have the hobby fund itself. But
is this still on shelves? Is this still in shelves?
It might be in shelves in other shops. I know in my shop it closed. Once I started talking about it, people started coming in picking it up. So, don't snooze. Great stories.
That's why I said you guys need to wake up in this part of the
I got to make that video where I'm going to get all the clips because, it's like, I don't know, man. There's a thing going on. But There's like a resurgence in comics happening ever since Dark, which is great. It's exciting to see. I mean, but great stories are always going to win,
Yeah.
Great stories and art. So, that's what you should be chasing. Chase the story and the art. Here at Horizon, we follow the story, the history, never the hype. Or we study the history, the culture, never the hype. But moving on, let's see. What is this? Last Herlamite. I think I went through this, but in the ruins of downtown Manhattan, Mansa ventures on a daring quest fueled by memories of his sister and loyal companion, Benzo. As he navigates through the perilous post-apocalyptic terrain, confronting mutated beasts, Mansa discovers that true adventure lies not just in overcoming obstacles, but in the unbreakable bonds forged with his friends Miguel and Tommy. Sounds cool. Red 5 is not super big, but they have been around for a while. Initially, it didn't catch my interest, all that. But now rereading it, I'll give it a shot. I try to at least give it a shot for issue 1, because you never know. But that should be interesting. We'll see. I know there's a bunch of other cool stuff I was excited to talk about. Let's see. Mark Spears Monsters, The Monster and the Wolf. They're on issue number 3. So if you're a Mark Spears fan,
That's
covers
sick
are always
fucking
dope.
cover.
You know what? I was gonna do this. We ordered a bunch of Mark Spears blind bags, and we sold a lot of them, but I still have like 30. It's like I want to sit down and just open them. I want to just sit down and open them and see what I find. Maybe I do a quick little unboxing video, but I have like 30 of them.
Let's do it.
Earlier today, I pulled 5, and one of my buddies was here, and he's a big Mark Spears fan. So I told him, "Here, you want to open 2?" And I was having 3 because I wanted to open them. I went to go help a customer. I came back, and they were all open. I was like, "What the dude? I wanted to open these. That's the whole point, I was like, "Dang it! Should have been more specific." But hey, I got 30 to open.
Yeah.
But again, there's some dope ass covers that he does, man. Mark Spears is killing it, man. All this stuff. But it's crazy why he has so many artwork, because like I said, it was originally like a trading card thing that he did. So he had all this artwork already done. So now he could just put it up, which is great, man. Boom. That cover is sick.
I still like that first one more, dude.
Yeah, dude, Mark Spears he's the G. He's doing really cool stuff. Moving on. Again, I'm telling you, Murder Drones #1 came out this week. They're already on a second printing. Again, super popular, already going for $30-$40. Again, it was a great issue. I read it. I really enjoyed it. Again, as ties to like an animation film, and Wyatt Kennedy is writing it. So, dude, pick up Murder Drones #1. If you missed out on it, order the second printing by Oni Press. Wyatt Kennedy and art by Jo Min Gyong. But yeah, dude, definitely pick up Murder Drones. And Murder Drones #2 is on FOC. So if you missed out, you can order the second print and then jump on. But the artwork is amazing. They're cute little characters. I didn't know anything about their universe, but now I'm intrigued. So I'm definitely subscribing to this guy ongoing. Yeah, Murder Drones is just dope. And then Murder Podcast. Dude, Murder Podcast has been great. We've been talking about it for a while. And it's, Jeremy Hahn. So, the guy who created, Beauty. And you guys see what the show is and what the book is. It's been one of my favorite stories for a while. I really enjoyed that one. Jeremy Hahn is great. The artwork on this thing is awesome. Art by Jeremy Hahn. Art, dude, we got to, shameless, not plug, but name drop. We met him at Comics Pro last week, and that was great. Super down-to-earth guy, too. It's just, I was telling him how excited we are about the show. And we mentioned the podcast, so hopefully we might be able to set something up. I'll give him an email. But Jeremy Hahn is just great, man. Such a great dude. And if you're not reading Murder Podcast, you have to.
This shit's going to get picked up in the show.
Oh, for sure, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it's such a good premise, story. These murders coming across, and they're all kind of tied into this murder podcast that they have. A group of friends. Such a great story, man. The mystery behind it.
I think I'm on, like, issue 3. And I don't think I've learned about, like, that cult yet. Dude,
it's such a great read. Yeah, you definitely, I don't want to spoil anything. You got to check it out. Such a great book, man. Like I said, Jeremy Hahn kills it on a lot of his work, and it's just, such a good book right here. Awesome artwork as well. This one's by Nick Filardi.
That's hard. That's
Dude,
dope.
That's a dope cover, man. But yeah, Murder Podcast it's great. Again, one of my books I really look. I'm sad that it's coming to an end. I think it's coming to an end, unless I'm wrong. I thought it was a miniseries, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe not. Hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
Keep getting more, but he's been killing it. Never Wars is on graphic novel. I really enjoyed Never Wars. It was an 8-issue series. It was like a new take on, Dorothy of Oz. And in this story, she's a nurse, and then what if Peter Pan was evil and Captain Hook was the hero.
Wait,
as a retelling of the story. Yeah, dude, it's such a good story. And the issue number 1, I think, I forget what it was, but there's like, you go read the book, there's 3 different viewpoints, one from Dorothy, one from Hook, and one from Peter Pan. But dude, I think a lot of people slept on this. I really enjoyed it. So if you missed out, I know I still have a bunch of the issues down below because I really believe in this project. But if not, you could order the graphic novel.
Wait, those IPs have nothing to do with each other. They just merged them?
Yeah, but you know, that's the beauty of comic books. You can like do some cool stuff. And a lot of stuff has happened like that throughout the years, man. Like in comic books, like they've done retelling stories of like Disney stories or like, you know, Peter Pan, stuff like that. And they always spike in the secondary market because they're just good stories, you know? But let's see, moving. Did I pass the book I was going to talk about? Let's see. Where is it? Okay, hold on. 1 second. I might have to go back because I think I missed a book. But
is the voting done for...
No. Well, yeah. Quick. If you guys... we've won AV's Best Collectible Shop 4 years in a row, and we're going for the 5th one this year. Voting started last week. So check out our bio and our Instagram. The link is there. That way you can go vote for it. You can vote for us once a day, every day. Take a screenshot, send it to us, because we've been giving tons of awesome stuff. A lot of stuff I picked up at Comics Pro, signed books, variants. We're giving them away daily, you know, with proof of voting, you know. Yeah. So as a thank you, we know you guys don't need an incentive to vote, but, you know, we like to give back. So make sure you vote. Also, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. But let's see what else. I know there was a couple other things I wanted to talk about that I was excited about. Skinbreaker, issue number 7. That thing's still going strong. David Finch, Robert Kirkman. So you don't want to be snoozing on that because a whole nother book of world building stuff. Sonic the Hedgehog 86. But what else? Let me see. I know I've seen some other cool stuff here. And obviously Supernatural, their FOC for issue 6. Supernatural, man, what can't you say about this? The TV show was great. The comic book has been awesome. That is a beautiful cover by Clayton Crane. See, when I see stuff like this thing is killing it. The other one, I think like he college phoned it in.
Yeah, that.
But this cover,
there's a big difference.
Yeah, so I'm like, Clayton Crane, I expect better from you, buddy. But yeah, awesome cover. I know my wife is picking up all the photo variants. I was like, I give her permission. If you ever met them, you can leave me for them. You know what I mean? You know, I don't blame you. They're
Boy,
good. They're good-looking guys. Yeah, Soldier Boy. Yeah, let's see. Obviously, Turtle Books. What is this? This is a beautiful cover here. You know, I love Freddie Williams' artwork. I love his style. I just love his artwork. I think it's sick. Let me see.
The reason I don't read Turtles, bro, there's too many runs.
Yeah, there's a lot of Turtle Books going on. This is a pretty cool cover, though. Jean Leon Yang. It's a bunch of turtles. Let's see. TMNT Journeys.
Is she a new character? Like that's the 3rd cover.
Yeah, I know. I'm not sure. To be honest, I'm not reading Turtles right now. I'm kind of way behind.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, I don't know if she comes out on it. I didn't want to say something because if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
For all I know, this could be her first appearance, but I don't know. So I'm not even saying that.
That's why I'm here, so I could be wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's a cool cover. The fact that she's on there. Obviously, she has some importance. Let's see, what else do we have here?
Oh, bro.
What?
I'm not a fan of Thundercats, only because I've never read a Thundercat. But that Lucille Perillo cover, dude.
This one. Yeah, dude, Lucille Perillo's just great, dude. I'm telling you, I love his artwork. Any of his covers. Like a lot of, like Thundercats, I'm not really reading it. And I have a huge history with Thundercats. I grew up watching them. But I'm not reading them right now, but I am collecting all the Perillo covers because he's
I picked that one up, and I don't know anything about Thundercats, dude.
Dude, Thundercats is great.
It was a TV show, no?
A TV show.
Yeah, it's because I'm not old.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. You're not old. Throwing jabs over here. Let's see. Tomb Raider. I know there's a new Tomb Raider series. They're on issue 2. But here we have issue 3 for FOC. I know they did a Tomb Raider #1 Comics Pro exclusive variant. I know one of my buddies here is a big fan, so I brought him a copy because I knew you'd appreciate it. But yeah, super cool covers. They're on issue 3. I do have another one for sale down below, $50. Virgin cover, super sick. And then of course, Twilight Zone. Obviously, I'm a big fan of Twilight Zone. I love the TV show. I loved it when they done comics, and here we have again anthology series. You know, self-contained stories. I just love the trippy, weird stories. I love this. I love that it's in black and white. So I love Twilight Zone. Phantom of the Opera #1 came out this week. Great story, you know, again, Tyler Boss, writing, artist Martin Simmons. I mean, all these Universal Monsters books have been just a hit, you know?
Wait,
So you
isn't
definitely
that
want
like a Broadway show?
what, Universal Monsters?
No, Phantom of the Opera. Isn't that a Broadway show or like a
It
musical?
could be, but
or some shit?
it's a classic, like, property and stuff, so it might be. I don't know. I just know it's like there's lore behind it. It's all part of the Universal Monsters storyline here, so all these have been great.
Fire.
Number 2, Vampirella. Again, a Perillo cover, dude. Like, I love his
That one's
Vampirella
nice.
covers.
But he has a purple one that's like more. You'll see. It'll come up.
Just let's see. Again, if you like the risque,
That
sexy
one.
covers. Oh no, this cover is dope though.
Derek Chu.
Derek Chu, that cover is sick.
But that Perillo cover, dude. That I don't know why that color is so
Yeah,
much cooler.
that's, Dynamite giving him the good old variant treatment. But yeah, Perillo, man, one of my favorite artists. The guy is dope. I had a chance to meet him 2 years ago at TorpedoCon. Super awesome, dude. Void Rivals. Let's see. Of course, you know, I'm a fan of Voyeur. Voyeur's been great.
Yeah,
Again,
Voyeur
from
has been great.
Ignition. Leah Williams. Artist David Baldion. Man, Voyeur has been great. Just beautiful artwork, beautiful storytelling.
Definitely not for children.
Not for children. Romance, thriller. Definitely check it out, man. Again, anything Ignition is putting out is great. You know what? I just thought about this. I'm having a dilemma. So we love Ignition. They always give the coolest stuff at Comics Pro. So they gave us a little fanny pack. And I hate fanny packs. I hate when guys wear fanny packs. I think it's whack, you know, but it's so cool. And my wife's trying to convince me to wear it. I was like, I could never wear it. And you know what sucks? It goes with the colors. But I would feel like such a hypocrite if I wore it. I'm like, Ignition, I love you guys so much that you're making me want to wear it just because it's you guys. But I refuse to wear a fanny pack. Because if I'm going to wear it, I'm going to wear it as a fanny pack. That's how I'm doing it. You know?
Just wear like.
But shout out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep my wallet, my keys, my weed
Like,
in there. You
like
know?
the dude from Hangover, what's his name? He's like.
I'd rather wear a satchel than wear a fucking.
Well, wear like a satchel. He's like, it's not a man person satchel.
But yeah, big shout out to Ignition. They're killing it. We love what you guys are doing, man. Keep it up.
Ignition, I will glaze you to the day I die.
Yeah. World Tree 19. See, comment, leet language, bro. We have World Tree number 19. James Tynion, no brainer. I'm pulling it. I love this story. The aspects of horror and technology. I mean, dude, if you guys are not reading it, you're doing yourself a disservice because it's such a good book, man. So I'm following this religiously. I do this single just so I keep doing it when it comes up again. But normally I have it ongoing on my stuff. But World Tree is just amazing. White Sky number 2.
Best believe I picked that up.
Dude, White Sky, not only is it a great story, we talked about it here. I remember giving the premise that it was such a good, it's a post-apocalyptic world, but instead of zombies, there's ghosts or demons, you know? So it was a no-brainer. The premise was great. I read issue 1, dude. It was great. Like, so no, I'm not surprised that it skyrocketed to $60 because story and art drive it. And dude, like, it is such an interesting premise. And then there's the 3 little ghost figures that are like floating around with these red robes that just adds another element of mystery that I'm like, I want to know what else is happening. So if you snooze on number 1, pick up the second print, man. Do yourself a service because it was such a great story. We talked about it before any news, before it spiked. I could probably say we were one of the first ones, if not the first ones, to talk about it. You know, it was such a good story. We posted it. We tagged, you know, William Harms. He reposted it. You know, great writer and great issue. And I can't wait to read issue 2. So it's here on FOC. Definitely don't miss. Don't snooze on it. That's such a great cover. You know, Incredible Hulk 340 vibes. Homage to it. But man, these covers are amazing. And dude, that thing is just dope. Like, again, this has a hit all over it. And you got the Invincible team up variant. Is a no-brainer. You're going to want to have this. Again, do not sleep on White Sky. If you already slept on it, 'cause I know you guys did because you motherfuckers didn't listen to me. You know, out of everyone, only 2 people subbed to it. You know, afterwards, people started coming in and I hooked you guys up. But you guys are up. But definitely pick up White Sky. Let's see what else we have. Right now I'm thinking there's a book I skipped that I don't see here. Give me 1 second. Okay, Marquez. So we've covered everything except. All right, there was a Feral cover that I really want to point out because I'm really excited about it. But where is it? Let's see. Oh, did it not pop up here? Because I remember seeing it.
What if you click on the letter F?
Yeah, but they should have popped up here. Seems like it skips. Let's see. See, this didn't show up either. So that's weird. When sometimes when you filter it, not everything pops up.
Uh-oh.
Here we have Florida Hippopotamus Cocaine Massacre #1, second printing. So I know we talked about this one as well. I said that one looks fun. It looks like Cocaine Bear the movie. And it looked fun, you know, obviously nothing crazy, but it looks fun. And there's no like speculation used. It's not like it's got option. It's too
just
silly.
A fun story.
But cool story. So you definitely want to pick it up. If you missed #1, get the second printing. But definitely subscribe to it because it's a great story. Let's see. See, a lot of these gonna pop up. All right. So Feral 21 is on FOC. So I don't know if it's that. So I've been talking to Tony about this for a while. So we've been waiting for this issue to come out. So this issue, he says it here. I don't want to disclose something I'm not supposed to. All right, I know this is getting the same treatment as G.I. Joe 21, which is a silent issue where there's no words. It's all the art driving the story.
Oh shit.
G.I. Joe 21 is a big key. It's a silent issue. It did great. The story was great. And same thing we're doing here. It's all going to be story art driven. No art. I mean, no words, just art, So definitely want to pick it up. And I'm telling you this right now, without anything, you're going to want to pick up this issue. You're going to want it. You're going to mark my words. Add it. Even if I don't say anything else, trust me when I say this, you want this issue. The premise is already cool, but you want this. And if you don't order it, when it comes out, it's going to be hot and you're gonna be bugging me and I'm not gonna have any. Even though I'm gonna order big, I'm telling you, do yourself a favor and order this issue. Not because secondary market pricing or any of that. You're gonna want to have this issue. If that happens, great, but you're gonna want it for story alone. Trust me, you're gonna want it.
Is the Invincible crossover cover gonna be like cool, or is it cover A?
Both. You're gonna want both, all of them, to be honest, and I'll go through each one because there's something to be said about each one. But here, obviously, he's got his horror movie variants. So here you have Feral 21, horror movie. Real quick, though. So, again, if you guys don't know Tony Flea's awesome guy. He's created Stray Dogs, Feral, Local Man. He started his career working a lot on My Little Pony. He's a great artist. He's a great storyteller. And most importantly, he's a great human being. Tony Flea's, I've been blessed to got a chance to meet him at Comics Pro last year. We linked up and then we had him in the shop and did an in-store signing. Super down-to-earth guy.
That was my first signing.
First signing, that one? I'm glad I was able to, put that together for you guys. But super proud. And we'll have him back. Again, super great guy. But, I can't say enough good things about him. But you're going to want to pick up Feral 21. If you guys don't know what Feral is, Tony has this thing where he creates these little pocket universes that are just great. That's Feral, the premise is it's a post-apocalyptic world where instead of the zombie virus, we have the rabies virus. And, not everyone, but people were infected with the rabies virus, especially dogs. So that's like their version of zombies. So the feral cats are having to navigate this world where the rabies virus exists. You got crazy stories like the crazy cat lady. There's another arc where they're fighting for dominion over this giant pet food store because they think that's going to be the best haven for them. I mean, great stories. So you want to pick it up. It's such a good story. But look, here's Feral 21, the G.I. Joe homage cover. There you go. I'm telling you, you're going to want to pick it up. It's got that going for it, and it's got something else going for it. And on top of that, you got Feral 21, the Invincible team-up cover.
Oh,
so here you have Tony Flea's on art. You have Battle Beast, Feral 21, Battle Beast, Robert Kirkman, Invincible. Nothing but overall greatness here. So you're going to want to pick this one up. You want to pick up all the Invincible variants, but you want to pick this one up. And I'm telling you, you're going to want to pick it up overall because of the story and what happens. But you're going to want this one. I'm telling you. So order it now.
Yeah, these books didn't come up. Final Boss.
Yeah. See, that's weird. I felt that's maybe you'll have to do it the other way. But anyhow, Final Boss issue #5. I have not yet read this, but I know all the hype. People love this. People love coming in and picking it up. So you want to get Final Boss. Hopefully I'll have a chance to read it one of these days. But they have some stunning covers. That thing is dope. You love this, dude.
You're going to like the other Tyler Kirkham cover, I think.
I think it's pretty sick, too. That cover is pretty dope. Is there no one you're talking about? This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, here we have the Invincible. That one is dope, dude. Tyler Kirkman. And you know what? I mean, when they were doing the Whatnot Invincible variants, it was all his books and covers that were going for crazy money because he's just a dope. He knows how to draw Invincible real well, you know?
Those are.
So that thing is dope. You're going to want to pick that one up as well.
I need to get those books, the Whatnot cover ones.
Yeah, I had one and I sold it to one of my customers. I submitted it from and it came back a 99. I've never owned a 99 in my life, and fuck? I was like that one. I was like, part of me's like, I want to keep it, but you know, a deal is a deal. Yeah, I mean, I sold it to him. You know, so happy for him.
Who was the character on the cover?
It was Omni-Man.
Yeah. I have the Adam Eve one, a Virgin cover.
Yeah, that one's dope too. But yeah, man, I want to say that might be all of them. I know that's everything I had on my list and stuff, but. Yeah, that was a lot of cool books. A lot of cool books on FOC this week that you're going to want to pick up. Like I said, you know, all I can do is I'm giving you my opinion of what I think is good stories, you know. Pick them up. You won't be disappointed on the story and the artwork. And if something happens towards the end, if you make some money, great. That's not why we're doing this. You want to read the story, read the art, read them, respect them, invest in them. But yeah, really cool stuff on the FOC. A lot of cool stuff. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Did want to kind of talk about some of the new releases that come out next week that are cool. But dude, right off the bat, DCKO 5 was great. It was a great story. It solves some stuff, answers some questions. It also brings up a lot of questions, especially leading up to the next level event. So you're going to want to pick it up. Scott Snyder is killing it. It was great. I'm excited to see what happens with the next level event. So can't wait to read that.
I may have a hot take about this book that people might not like.
Hot take.
A hot take.
Yeah, we'll leave that for next week.
Yeah.
Next week,
read it.
Yep. Dude, I read. This has been on my radar for a while, and when we got in today, I read it. So Narco #1 from Image, written by Doug Wagner. And I want to make sure Doug Wagner, what's his other gentleman's name? Where do I have it? 1 second.
It's a creepy ass cover.
Yeah, Doug Warner and Daniel Hilliard. So, dude, yeah, awesome book. Really great story. So, pretty much, it's named Narco, not because of narcos, but narcolepsy. So, dude, great story. So, we get introduced to his name is Marcus. The character's name is Marcus. And he's obsessed with like serial killers, and he has a blog online. I forget what the name of his blog was. I thought it was super cool. Narcos Pop-Tart Serial Killer Blog. I'm already on board because I love Pop-Tarts. But anyhow, he has his blog. He's obsessed with serial killers. He's also in love with a girl named Jess, who she's known for 2 years, who's the waitress at some diner. Anyhow, he also has this thing where anytime he starts his heart starts beating more than 200 beats per minute. He has a panic attack and he faints. Like, that's something he's dealing with, and it has to do with narcolepsy. So he's getting ready to go on a date with his neighbor Jess, and all of a sudden he's getting a panic attack and he can't open the door, and this girl gets, I don't know if she got murdered, but there's a blood splatter all over the little hole in the door, and he can't open it. So that's kind of where it goes. So the part of the mystery of the book is like, how is he going to deal with this not paranoia, but this panic attacks that he's dealing with while he's trying to deal with this girl, also navigating the serial killer stuff. Dude, issue #1 was great. I can't wait to reach issue #2. But the cool thing about this all takes place in the Plastic universe. So if you guys don't know who Doug Warner is, he has tons of books that are all in this universe called Plastic Verse. So his first book was called Plastic. Plastic Verse is really all about serial killers, cannibals, flurries, like different aspects of the genre, and his goal is to enjoy the story, but to make you feel uneasy, and he definitely does that with his book. So he's got Plastic, he's got Vinyl, he's got Fashion School Serial Killer, that's his book too. So all this takes place in the same universe. You haven't seen people like crossing over yet, but it's on the same universe, and that excites me. But dude, such a great story. Highly recommend it. From Image, Doug Warner. You're gonna want to pick this up.
That's
a great story next week.
That sounds fun.
This one is not Exploit. Exploit #1 was another great read. So this one is from Mad Cave, Tim Leong, Laura Hudson, Emilia Pina. So great issue, really heavy dialogue. But pretty much she works for like a fashion magazine. She's a journalist. Did I get it backwards? She's a journalist, and yeah, she starts uncovering secrets about a billionaire involved with the Riot magazine. So I don't want to give too much away, but it's like I said, it's a mystery thriller. Just a cool, overall cool story. I really enjoyed it. I thought the artwork was amazing. Some really cool stuff with like the billionaires and everything going on in the world, but the artwork is amazing. I highly recommend that one. It was really good. This comes out next week. What was the other? Oh, I didn't bring it with me. Nectar #1 comes out next week. I'm telling you right now, I talked about it in the FOC show. You're going to want to pick up #1. And I'll do another recap more in depth with the #1s that I'm talking about. The books I believe are going to be good stories. But I just wanted to throw it out there, so you guys have the info. You're going to want to look into Nectar. You're going to want to look into Narco, Exploit. There's a couple #1s from Marvel, I believe. DCKO #5. Oh, real cool. They're doing the Marvel Team Up issue 14, the reprint of the first time that Spider-Man and Invincible meet up. So this is a beautiful Tag McFarlane cover. You're going to want to pick this one up. This one is dope. Dork #1 gets the second print. Remember, you guys missed out on this, even though I talked about it. Great story. So here's the second print. Even these, I'm going to be all sold out by the time Wednesday comes, because everybody forgot to order it and they started ordering after the fact. I didn't get a chance to read this, but we do have Iceman #1 Omega that comes out next week. Yeah, it's my Star Wars Shadow of Maul #1. This one comes out next week. This is going to be another great pickup. Murder Jones #1. It was just the hot book of this week. That was a great story. Obviously, I'm pulling it for myself because I listened to myself. So I ordered this. X-Men Annual #1. You're going to want to pick this one up. So that comes out next week. I already talked about that. 7 to Eternity is getting a reprint for the #1 at $1. So this is one of my favorite stories from the last couple. When I first got back into the hobby, this was one of the first stories I picked up, and I highly recommend it. I really love it. I don't want to get into it, but I will go over it in the recap video. You're going to want to pick this up. And that's just for story alone. Obviously, it's come out. If you really want spec or anything like that, you'd have to go pick up the first print, and it's super expensive. But it's a great story that I highly recommend from one of my favorite writers, Rick Remender. Here we have Moonstar #1. Comes out next week.
How many issues is there of this? Or is it a lot?
Not super crazy. 7 Eternity was like around 35 issues, I believe. Oh. But the artwork was amazing, dude. Dope. It's one of my go-to recommendations because I love it. And then Is Ted Okay that came out this week. Great story. If you could find it, go pick it up because trust me, this one has legs. But yeah, I want to try something different. Just talk about the new releases for next week. But I will do a new releases video. But yeah, man, stick around. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think about the show, about stuff coming out. Remember, next week we're going to start doing it live. I'll start promoting it now. We'll schedule it for Thursday at 7:30. We're going to do live. Get your favorite adult beverage, your favorite whatever. Hang out with us. Shoot the shit. Have fun. We'll make it exciting. See what it leads to. But it's going to be fun. But
yeah, live will be fun. Talking to everybody.
Talking to everybody will be fun. Cool. If we promote it, get everyone in there, make it a thing where every Thursday we talk about FOC. I think then we'll be able to kind of bounce ideas. Maybe you'll talk about something I haven't heard of,
Yeah.
But yeah, exciting times, guys. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Be on the lookout for all the new stuff coming out of here at Horizon. Go check out Javi at Spidey Javi on TikTok. Horizon Comics on IG and TikTok. Don't forget to vote. Go vote for us. Send us your screenshot, guys. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for us for this week. Thank you guys again. See you next week.
Peace.